It's time for Endpoint to bounce back, to prove that UK Counter-Strike can compete. We've seen they can do it before. They showed up against Big, but here against Mad Lions, they haven't posted a single round on their own map pick. My name's Dinko, I'm joined by Hawker, and we head into Mirage.
You say it's time for them to bounce back. I think it's more like it's time for them to try and bounce back here on Mirage, because that first map was obviously rough. I think for Endpoint, they should just put that behind them. They should just put that in the back of their mind and realize, hey, Mirage is a new day. It's a new map. Maybe it's going to go differently for them. We will wait and see as Mad Lions are starting on the T side here on their map pick.
Gathering outside of the B-bomb site, and they've got plenty of utility, a lot of flashbangs, and it's going to be a very explosive play into the B-bomb site. Thomas trying to hold on. Acor getting the initial kill, and he was their living nightmare over on Vertigo. And they continue to find kills as Thomas is stuck in towards short. It's a man advantage for the Danes, and the mostly Danish roster at this point. And while Thomas, he'll fight back, he's still alive. He's still kicking, and another kill picked up. That's the bomb down. Thomas, if you stay alive now, this is ridiculous. He's being pushed from every angle, and he is still kicking. He's going to find himself an opportunity onto Asilian, who's now on 39 HP. And there it is. Endpoint finally went around in the series. It's going to be the pistol picked up for them. And what a round it is from Thomas, staying alive in towards short, just dishing out the damage.
Yeah, I was going to say at the start of this game that the one upside Endpoint can take is that it can't go worse for them here on Mirage. And now that's definitely true. They've won the first round. They've got themselves on the board. And they're against 5 blocks in this one. So hopefully this should be another free round for Endpoint unless anything ridiculous happens. They've got mostly SMGs to deal with this, which should just chew through those players without armor. And here comes Crucial, tested at top mid. Good spray down onto 2. Thomas has got the long range M4. And there's the cleanup you would expect to see. Thomas with a nice triple kill, doubling his kills from the pistol round as well. But in comes the buy from Mad Lions, straight out with the AKs and the AWP for Acor.
Now that's a scary sign. He got the AWP out immediately in the hands of Acor. We've seen what he was doing with it over on Vertigo, just dominating every battle. He was so confident and taking every fight. Crucial, I feel bad for him. He really did not have a good time over on Vertigo. He was getting dispelled when he got that AWP out. But this is a good chance for Endpoint. They win this round. The investment is so heavy from Mad Lions. If they can pick up any of these weapons as well, that's going to set up the CT economy for success for the rounds to come. So Mad Lions, due to their heavy investment, getting that AWP out, they really have to win this round. Look at Robin's position here as well. No one's going to be expecting this, right? You have to be so careful. Robin has a good angle to try and deal with this. Roy's going to start edging his way around the corner. He's going to take the fight. He's going to win it with the AK. Opening kill for Mad Lions.
Yeah, lovely little shoulder bait there to bait out the shots to begin with. And then against the SMG, he wins the fight. Crucial. Just standing up on top of the window in mid. Bit of a risk there to take, but it works out for him, at least momentarily. Sjuush, though, ready to cut off the rotation. And Thomas is still kind of trapped on this A bomb site. But Mad Lions aren't committing to this aggression yet. They're waiting to see if Sjuush can make the difference. And that's a good amount of damage done. Turns around to get that kill. But Thomas is still alive on the bomb site. And Mad Lions may have realized that they might just want to go back to B here, because Thomas is definitely fighting for this A site control. He's looking for even more damage. Acor gets flashed away, but that bomb is looking to make its way back towards B.
19 seconds left. Now Acor walking up in towards short. You've got the MP9 about to cross in from the kitchen, and Mighty Max somehow wins that battle against Acor. That's a missed shot you will not often see. An innocent, oh my god, the pulse to plant the bomb. He sticks it, he gets it as well. Mighty Max swings at the last second, gets the round win. And Endpoint CX will be taking the 3-0. And while Mad Lions, you take a look at how they stepped up there, I mean, there was only 3 kills across the board. That was not exactly the kind of performance from Mad Lions we had seen over on Vertigo, not as clean and clinical. So if that's going to be a sign moving forward, that's good for Endpoint. They can get into things here on Mirage.
Yeah, it felt like that time they were just a little bit slower on the Mad Lions side at making that decision in the mid round. They didn't instantly make that call to go back to B. It took them a little bit of time to figure that out, and by the time they got over to B, Mighty Max was able to rotate before them. So good signs for Endpoint early on, able to get the read right. Thomas is also up there at 8-0 now, yet to die in these first 3 rounds. Lots of impact coming in from him. And Mad Lions go for an investment into this one. A half buy on most players, but Shush has got that one hero AK, and we've already got smokes arriving on the A-bomb site.
Surreal. He's going to be back in the A-bomb side. Crucial's gone aggressive in towards middle, taking the fight to the Mad Lions. He catches that Shush, and that's a good opening. They're up against the pistols, so Endpoint shouldn't have any problems here. This should be an easy round for them, and Surreal is going to walk forward with the kills. Thomas as well. And there it is. 4-0 for Endpoint. They'll be very happy with that. Mad Lions, then we'll get the buyout again. Acor can certainly afford that AWP with plenty of utility. All the bells and whistles around it as well. This is going to be a good buy coming right up for the Mad Lions. Another test for CEX. Oh, I keep saying that. I don't know why. It's just used to the UK Premiership, Alex. That's what it is.
It's so good.
Endpoint.
Rumbies. Yeah, Endpoint. Currently on the server, and Robin going for that similar aggression. Roy wins that fight for a second time over at Palace. That puts Endpoint in another position where they go down early. They have to fight from the back foot. They were able to do so last time, in big part thanks to Robin getting a lot of impact, getting a lot of success. And, well, Thomas, actually, the man I was talking about, was pushed all the way into Palace. So he is trying to see if he can have the impact on this round. The information will be gathered, but Mad Lions are already setting up this play towards B.
Well, Acor walking forward. Mighty Max to the right side. Playing in jail. You've got Surreal as well backing him up. He's going to go for the first kill. Draws the attention towards him. Mighty Max will eventually have to shine here. He's fought him. He does the damage onto Astillion. A lot of damage being inflicted onto the Mad Lions roster. Shush walking away with a headshot onto the Dutchman of Crucial. And it's a 3 versus 3 with low HP. Certainly being an issue here for Mad Lions. They have got the A-bomb site though, so they can go plant that bomb over there. At least confirm that. Now they have to play the 3 versus 3 post plant. Again, the issue being the low health points, but they've still got the players alive, and that's all that matters. Endpoint need to be careful as they come back in here. We've got Surreal up in the window. Thomas starting to walk forward. He has a position here, but Acor is so quick. Thomas going down was not ready for that peek, and now Acor repositions a second kill as well. He might just do it to him all alone. He swings into the open, and he will finally go down, but this round has been won off the back of those 2 kills. And Mad Lions, it was looking rough for them. They were taking so much damage, but a great response to go into the A-bomb site, and they play the post plant perfectly.
Yeah, Acor having a big part of that, as you said, with those 2 shots. Are they going to get to save the AWP, though? Oh, it doesn't look like it. And they don't have the money for that. So Mad Lions are slightly limited into this next round. They're not able to save that AWP over on that T side. That could be a little bit of a concern for them. I'm sure Acor will be capable with the AWP, or the AK rather, but we just saw him have a lot of success with that AWP. And interestingly, it's Mad Lions who take a time out here. Maybe they're trying to figure out exactly what Endpoint's money looks like. I think they should be aware that Endpoint have a buy here, especially with that 1 gun being saved on over and with the earlier round wins. So I assume both teams will be aware this is a full buy, but early timeout taken by Mad Lions just to figure everything out here on Mirage.
I like this call as well because they had this dominant momentum over on Vertigo where they never really had to be tested at all. They didn't lose a single round. So coming into this next one, they know, okay, Endpoint are going to have another buy. They won their first 4 rounds in a row. They're going to have the money available to get the purchase out. And we've got a good buy here. We don't have the AWP in the hands of Acor. That is an issue. And well, there's a good start for Crucial. Just tears the head right off Acor. A 5 versus 4. Man advantage picked up for Endpoint early on, and it's untraded. Mad Lions haven't been able to find it up until this point. Robin making the risky play, hanging out of the window, and he goes down to Shush's AK. That's not exactly what they would have been hoping for, but now the reply is to the B-bomb site. They go through together. It's Crucial for the first and the second. He's had a brilliant round so far, and he doesn't want to stop. He wants all of the kills. He's looking for more. There's 3 picked up already. But Mighty Max, he might just need to step up himself. The Molotov burning away 1, and Astillion, he's falls as well. Good round from Mighty Max and Crucial. 5 kills between them, and a 5th round picked up for Endpoint.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Mad Lions there as they move in towards B that Crucial is also there. So there's effectively 3 CTs towards B to begin with. But Crucial landing some really nice shots to make sure Mad Lions get trapped in the apartments to begin with. Endpoint looking much, much better here. I will say Robin is someone who we've seen in the past always like to play aggressive. Even when he's not winning those fights at the start of the game, he always likes to try and take fights continually. And we've seen that be a bit of a problem in some of the starts of these rounds. He's been losing a lot of those early fights, but so far the rest of Endpoint have been able to make up for it. And Mighty Max spotting them early as Mad Lions go for this fast B.
Yeah, it's a very quick play in towards this B bomb site, diving on in. It's Mighty Max with 1 kill. A-Core as well with a headshot. Thomas is the man that goes down. And Mighty Max is continuing to find kills. Another one being picked up, and Roy, he will find a headshot as Robin swings on in. Just a Cillian, a 1 versus 3 with a PG50. Not exactly a winnable situation, and it's 6 rounds for Endpoint. This is much better from the UK side. This is exactly what you wanted to see coming into the second map after a 16-0 loss on your map pick.
You see Mighty Max there jump peeking the apartments early. He spotted that man pretty quickly, was able to start using those nades defensively. He put that incendiary down. He put that smoke down, more importantly, which just gives you that extra cover from the left side so he can focus much more on the site itself. Just cuts down on the angles he has to be worried about and really helps him make sure he can survive a little bit longer, allow the rest of the Endpoint boys to arrive and make sure that they're in a position to win the round. And as you were saying, much better start for Endpoint. 6-1 in their favor, but Mad Lions have got themselves another gun round on the board. A-Core again with that AWP in his hands. He's been having a couple of impactful rounds here on Mirage, but nowhere near at the same level of consistency as we saw over on Vertigo. The Danes just taking their time at the start of this round. Looks like they may be about to go for the mid control, where Crucial has been landing some shots.
Here goes the run boost. A-Core about to dive in towards middle. Now, Crucial, if he gets the opportunity here, he's going to hit it. There it is. Crucial so quick. A-Core just falling out of the sky. Robin with the headshot. This is really solid from Endpoint. They are dominating these in battles. Roy having to be the playmaker from Palace. It works out for 1 kill onto Robin, but can he find any more? He wants to go down in towards the ticket box. Crucial with their grit frag. And it's surreal as well. Innocent just confused. He has no idea why Mighty Max is right there. And Innocent going down with a 7th round picked up for Endpoint. This is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic from Endpoint. This is so sick from Crucial. I feel like he never really got the opportunities to get going over on Vertigo, but now he shows up.
Yeah, really dominating that mid position right now, not allowing Mad Lions to get that easy mid control, and that normally is what T's like to use to give them many more options. So if you can control mid as a CT, if you can at least make it costly and at least get some kills on that position, it really limits the options of your opponents. And you're seeing that Mad Lions, after not being able to get that mid control, they're going back in towards an A-sided execute, but the counter utility has really slowed them down here.
Well, Surreal to Roy, the spray away, the kills coming in, and Surreal finds other kills as well. That's incredible again from Endpoint. Easy shutdown, 8-1 on the board now. They've confirmed themselves at least the 1-round lead going into the second half. And a complete flip reverse as to what happened on Vertigo. It's Endpoint being dominant now. And Mad Lions, well, they have got the AWP out for A-Core. The 4 AK-47s in play for the rest of the squad.
Mad Lions not shying away from mid at the start of this round either, but Crucial is here again. No flashes for that position. Easy shot for Crucial to land to begin with. There was some nade damage in there as well for Endpoint. I'm wondering if at some point Mad Lions just kind of give up on going for this early mid control in every round, because sure, you've got the mid control this time, but he's taken damage, and that flashbang almost sets up Surreal, but Robin's been dealt with in the meantime. Surreal's got to make sure he survives here, but he's not got his gun out, and now Mad Lions have found a way into this one.
Crucial, blinded. After the free kills, he keeps getting up towards short. He's repositioned back to the ticket box in search for some more. Mad Lions, though, they've got the advantage. A-Core completely scoped in towards short. It's going to work out as Mighty Max drifts on into his crosshair, and Crucial starts to fall away. They're going to have to bite the bullet and realize they have to concede this round. Mad Lions have done a good job of picking this one up. And while Crucial does get away, the bullets sprinkle into his back. But the retreat pays off at the moment, and Shush is quickly hunting away. They don't really have the money here, Mad Lions. And it's not like Endpoint have any money problems. They go down here, Crucial can buy immediately. He's got 12k in the bank. So a second round picked up for Mad Lions. Now it's all about recovery. Can they get this economy going? Can they recover this half to make it respectable and close? Because they have been dominated at the start of this one. I think this is going to be pretty common, though, for the Mad Lions for a little while, is the inconsistencies when it comes to map basis, because they are a new roster, right? It's very hard to keep that clean, clinical, no mistakes being made performance as you go into the next maps across the series, because they are a new team. You've lost Bubsky, one of the most important pivotal players in your team. That's going to change how this team look.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering if Innocent would just kind of try and take over those similar roles of Bubsky, of playing aggressively, and it seems like so far he is largely filling a lot of those roles. He is playing fairly aggro. I don't know if he's going to have the same success rate as Bubsky, though, is obviously the issue, because Bubsky just individually was so good for this Mad Lions squad. But here comes some aggression through mid. They finally got the mid control, and Crucial has finally been forced out of the round. Surreal does really well to get a second kill there. It's turned into a 3v3. Mad Lions are taking their time to get this bomb onto the site. Robin just holding back, gets another kill. That Molotov will allow the peek, but Ascillion unable to win the fight. And Acor has got a tough task on his hands.
He's going to tap the bomb. 58 seconds left. A chance here for Acor. It dives off the top of the triple stack. And it's Thomas that sprays away. 9-2 for Endpoint. They are looking so solid. That's great reply as well. You know, one round being picked up from Mad Lions. Potential chance for them to try and recover this half. Get a couple more rounds under their belt to get the economy looking strong. And Endpoint immediately answered back with the round win. And if Mad Lions are unable to find consecutive success, this is going to be a big problem for them.
Got to give big props to Surreal in that round as well. That's one of those spots where he's probably only meant to get one kill when he gets forced out into the open by the molly. But just the fact that he gets that second kill makes all the difference. It slows Mad Lions down. It makes sure that they remain in a 3v3. And I think in general, for me, Surreal's probably one of the most underrated players, especially on this Endpoint roster, because they released a video recently where they showed off some of their comms. And Surreal's comms were really good for this team. And he takes quite an active role as kind of a secondary caller at times. When he's playing this A site with Robin, he's oftentimes the guy that's kind of saying what they should do, whether they should push A ramp. And just his communication in general, he was always saying what he was doing. He was always letting his stars know what he was up to so that he could set them up for success. But here comes Crucial in trouble early. Those flashes were great, but he's able to get away safely. And Shush nestles himself in this ladder room. The rest of his team leaving him in this position while they go ahead and go back towards A.
Crucial, a gap up here in the ladder room. But there's going to be a contact play, it seems, from Mad Lions to the ramp. They have one through Palace. Rest bar Shush in the ramp area as they go on through. 3 players now entering the A-bomb site. Explosions there, but it's Crucial again with the opening kill. The second picked up as well. Thomas assisting, and it's easy pickings for Endpoint all the way. It's going to be a 10th round, absolutely no problems. The UK team are back, and they're showing up on this second map.
Just so much utility used early at mid there from Mad Lions. As you said, it kind of had to be a contact play onto A because there were no smokes left for Mad Lions. They used a bunch of flashes at mid. They used quite a few smokes to be able to get Shush into that position. But I don't think Shush's position was one that really made the difference in the round. I think they put him there to try and maybe be a lurker and to cut off those rotates. But they couldn't win those trades over on the A site. Crucial had that clear line of sight with the AWP. We know that he's been landing shots all day long, here on Mirage at least. Those nades, though, awkward for Crucial. He's forced away, and Robin's been dealt with in the meantime. This round was just pistols for Mad Lions, but they've already got themselves into it.
Yeah, an AK to play with for Innocent. They've got the man advantage, although they have taken a little bit of damage on board in terms of Ascillion, Shush, and Roy. Thomas, he's going to get boosted up, trying to peer over the top of the smoke, but Mad Lions, they've vacated middle. They're going back over towards T-spawn. They want to play together. Strength in numbers, the mob mentality. They've got themselves 2 rifles to play with, a couple of deagles as well. They can certainly make this work. Especially with the setup. I mean, they probably will be able to get a bomb plant here if they're effective with that smoke. They have 1 for Asilian. If that goes down towards CT, they've confirmed themselves the bomb plant. And that's going to be a lot of money going into this next round. Obviously, the main goal here is to try and win the round. And Surreal, there goes the smoke. He's playing in front of it now, so the smoke actually doesn't confirm the bomb plant anymore. It's on to Surreal if he can show up, though. He hears the footsteps dropping into the site. He's just waiting for his teammates to get into a better position, waiting for his time to strike, and he's going to get a double, dropping the bomb, and a second kill as well. And Thomas from short launches himself into success with a second spam down as well. It's just Innocent left alone, and the pole cannot do anything. 11-2. That's fantastic stuff from Endpoint. Really good decision-making. And Surreal, just really well played from behind triple. He's completely aware, okay, they've dropped down into the site. He just bides his time. He doesn't immediately swing. He waits for the perfect timing, and he walks away with 2 kills.
Yeah, super solid, really patient play. And I think part of the reason why he decides to go triple is because it was a low buy for Mad Lions to begin with. So he knows it's unlikely they have a Molotov in that round. Maybe if it's a gun round, he doesn't make that play, but Crucial, speaking of making plays, pushes in towards mid, and this is a complete turnaround from Vertigo, where Acor was dominant. This time, it's Crucial. Second shot lands, finally Shush trades it out, but the rest of Endpoint are here to help, and those mid trades are once again going firmly in favor of Endpoint, at least for now.
Good kill from Innocent. Smoke going down into the connector as well, and at Endpoint, they still have that man advantage. Thomas searching for them. Now Roy moving forward. He's going to spam away, but it's Robin that wins the aim duel. And this is unbelievable how this has turned around like this. Endpoint were not winning any of the aim duels over on Vertigo. They were getting absolutely dominated. No one was breaking double figures. And now over here on Mirage, they're winning every single aim duel. It feels like they can't lose. It's fantastic stuff from Endpoint. A huge turnaround. And obviously, it shows that these players really do have potential to go on to do good things, because having the mental fortitude to come out of a 16-0 loss on your own map pick and be able to come into this one swinging, that's a really good sign.
Innocent in this 1v3 may have an opportunity here. Mighty Max has just pushed through the B apartment, so there is a weakness on this B site. There is the chance to get the bomb down, but obviously Innocent doesn't know the site is clear. So he's going to take some time clearing out all these positions, and that might be to his detriment now. 15 seconds left on the clock.
Oh,
Innocent's
no.
still searching for this kill, but it's not there for him.
He's got to go. He has to commit to the plant here. Doesn't have time to waste. He's getting the bomb down now, but 1 versus 3. He's got so many different positions to be aware of, but he's got the first kill. Looks back to the perfect position on a Thomas, but he cannot take him away. And it's Endpoint with the 12th round. There was definitely an opportunity there for Innocent. They were giving him 1 versus 1 fights. Mighty Max was in the apartments, give away that fight. Innocent was able to take it down. If he had been able to take down Thomas and win that 1 versus 1 aim duel, he would have walked away with that round most likely. You're down into the 1 versus 1. You have the positional advantage inside of the site. That could have really worked out for Mad Lions, but it doesn't. And Thomas is currently 16-4. He's got 116 ADI, and we're heading into the last round of the first half.
Crucial up there with 18 kills as well. We've been singing his praises, but yeah, Thomas has been fragging. Surreal's been helping out. That double up setup coming into play as Asilian tries to enter, and he does so.
Wow.
The lineup and the third. Asilian has just won this round for his team. Crucial and Mighty Max have to go for it, but a 2v5 should not be going their way.
Yeah, Mad Lions are just like, this has been a terrible half. Let's just rush A. It works out. Asilian getting the 3K. Crucial. He's got 1 kill on towards A court. It has been very quiet. 6-14 in the first half. What a drop-off he's had from the first map. And what Asilian might just take down Crucial here. That's his 4th kill. Looking for the ace now. And it's going to be Roy that steals it away. 12-3 at the half for Endpoint. A huge bounce back. And it's time for a short break. We'll see if they can continue it and send us to a third.
them thinking that we're flawless. Yeah, mama told you that I'm gorgeous. Got a million tricks, can't deport us. I'm a flame in the star, call me gassed. Back foot slidey, I'm slick to the mass. Calling to the tribe, it's a revolution past. Present in time, no, we can't be masked. So you better rise up, cool up, size up, shout out loud. Down before the time's up, so we better rise up, cool up, size up, shout out loud. Down before the time's up. If we break bread, then I'm coming like a eeler. If you want beef, then I tom beater. If you want beef, then I tom. 789, that's procedure. If we break bread, then I'm coming like a eeler. If you want beef, then I tom beater. If you want beef, then I tom. My crew, yeah, we're lawless. Got the man them thinking that we're flawless. Yeah, mama told you that I'm gorgeous. Got a million tricks, can't deport us. I'm a flame in the star, call me gassed.
After being thrown into the Lion's Den in the first map, against the Mad Lions, I must say, Endpoint have bounced back here on Mirage. They've come through with the adversity, and they are looking good on this one. A 12-3 lead for them, Dinko. They're hoping to close it out here with this pistol round win.
And they're going to be setting up players in towards the A-bomb side immediately, running through the ramp. Roy back in behind the ticket box, and now they run on through. Shush has got a good corner in these fireboxes as well. They haven't checked in. That's going to be an easy kill. A second as well. Crucial just stepping up, dropping everybody. It's Shush for the 3K. And now Thomas, he walks forward. A-core cleaning it up. And that is one of the quickest pistols you will see on the A-bomb site. Shush just stepping up with 3 kills from behind the firebox. He had no idea he was there. And that's 12-4. Mad Lions with a must-win pistol round.
Yeah, that's a home run for Mad Lions, winning that pistol round so convincingly. Exactly what they needed to keep themselves in this map. Endpoint aren't going to be giving up without a fight in this second round, though. We've got the pistols out for them, a couple of Tech 9s alongside some Deegs. Fair few nades as well, because they've gone fully for these pistols. They haven't gone for any Mac 10s. So that gives them a bit of a better opportunity to use some of these nades and maybe close that distance onto one of these bomb sites. Shush currently playing this aggressive angle at mid, so it's important that Innocent is able to win these fights to keep his teammates safe. And there's the first one. Famas wins the initial frag, but Crucial and Robin both coming back into it for Endpoint. The Deegs landing shots, and Endpoint definitely doing some early damage here into a 3v3, but A-Core lands a really nice shot just to keep Mad Lions on top for the time being.
Still a scary sign though. Thomas and Mighty Max barreling over towards an MTA bomb site with Tech 9s. They've still got a little bit of utility to play with here as well. If they use that smoke for the connector, that will be very helpful indeed. And it's going to go to the middle of the site. So basically it does the same job. They'll get across safely to triple. You've got one player up on top of the stairs. It's Thomas. And oh no, that's not a favorable fight. They do get the bomb plant, but Mighty Max now in a 1 versus 3. The Tech 9 looking to try and get it done here. Just in behind the triple box. Mad Lions moving forward, trying to limit the mistakes as they charge down. It's the first to line up. Okay, Mighty Max, he's into the 1 versus 1. He can win this. And he checks to the right side, and he's so close. but no kills for him on the third. It's going to be Mad Lions taking a 5th round, but my god, that is way too close.
Oh, that initial lineup for Mighty Max looked like everything was going right for him. It looked like the stars were aligning as he gets both those kills with the Tech 9. It's not even a spray of a rifle. It's just the Tech 9 spamming away, which gets both those kills. But he can't quite convert onto the last man. Mad Lions just about staying on top. But look at the buy from Endpoint. They're keeping the pressure on. They've got 2 AKs into this one. Because that last round came so close, they know they've kept Mad Lions' money low. They got the bomb plant to help their own economy somewhat. That means that Mad Lions have got to stay 100% focused here in this one.
Mighty Max is crucial with the kills. It'll open things up for Endpoint in a real positive way. Mad Lions have got themselves the 2 M4A1S still in play. Shush with the MP9. Round's not done yet for the Dins, but Endpoint have put themselves in a real solid position thanks to Mighty Max and Crucial finding those important kills. Gather in the apartments. All of the remaining players of Endpoint now just running in towards the B site. Astillion is going to be the player under pressure. He's got a second player to back him up from short, and while Astillion does good work, taking down Surreal, and another kill from Acor, but Crucial is good for the trade. And now Astillion looking for a little bit more action. He's going to spray through the smoke, and a headshot connected onto the Swede of Robin. It's Crucial, a 1 versus 2. Astillion's on 1 HP. He can win this. The lineup, he takes down the low HP player, but Shush is able to reply. Mad Lions play that 2 versus 1 really well, actually. Just lining up together. They always had that trade potential. And a nice attempt, but Endpoint will not be winning the round. Somehow Mad Lions pull that off.
It's a game of inches right now. The slimmest of margins Mad Lions are winning these rounds by, but I think they should finally be in with a chance of winning a more convincing one here. Just the pistols this time for Endpoint. They still got Kevlar though. They've still got some nades, which I think they stacked in mid. Unfortunately, those nades not seeming to land so far. Surreal sneaking up for sure. They might not be ready for this. Damage done onto Acor. He almost goes down, but Shush is able to get one. And Roy with the MP9, cutting them down at mid. Thomas doing his best. Gets a couple of kills back, but it's not going to lead to anything in terms of the overall round. Mad Lions get their 7th on the board, but here comes the first gun round for both teams, and Crucial has that AWP back in his hands.
And Crucial, throughout that first half, was unbelievable. Still in the second as well, 23 and 12. Not a bad scoreline for Crucial. A real tough time getting going on Vertigo. He had his moments, though. Surreal, good kill. Acor, though, working out on the aggression. And he's been very quiet in comparison to his Vertigo performance, but in these last couple of rounds, he has started to step up. And that's the kind of confident play we want to see from him. Getting the double in towards Palace. And it's going to be a man advantage in play for Mad Lions.
Yeah, that's more like it. Mad Lions starting to get into the swing of it here on the CT side, but we're yet to see Crucial's AWP take a shot. Decided to go without the helmet in this round, focusing the nades instead, but apparently he doesn't need a helmet. If he's going to be the first man to pull the trigger and land the shot, then it's not going to matter. Gets that kill onto Innocent to begin with. Innocent there looking for the information, but got a bit too greedy, ends up costing him his life. And with 55 seconds left, Crucial's looking for more, seeing if he can continue to open up the round here. Not many nades left for Endpoint now. That one smoke is the last one they had, so they try and move into B, where Astillion was ready, but Robin lands the shot so quickly.
So quickly indeed. Now Shush and Acor. A 2 versus 3, 30 seconds left on the clock. Robin is taking another headshot, and it's Acor left alone. He may have had an initial brilliant play towards Palace, but the rest of the team crumble across the board. And, well, will be Endpoint taking 13 rounds. Now 3 away from sending us to that 3rd map. Definitely was not expecting this kind of performance going into the second. If Endpoint were going to bounce back, I thought they were going to have to do it in a far more difficult fashion, but they've come into this and just kind of hit a different level. This is unbelievable from Endpoint. This is the kind of performance we've seen against Big.
Absolutely. We know these players have the talent. We saw it yesterday, or rather the day before, against Big. Acor at least saving an AK for Mad Lions, but that is very much a consolation prize at this point. Get to see this kill from Robin. Fast flick over to the right side. Astillion straight into the open for the information. And, well, he got the information all right. It's just not the information he wanted. With 3 players rounding the corner, being ready for his position. And in this one, Mad Lions realize they're most likely going to have to take a gamble to win this round, putting the default pistols on the B site with Acor alongside them with that AK, trying to see if he can be set up for some kills. Looks like Endpoint are aware of this low buy, though. Just keeping their cool, taking a slow start to the round.
At this point, for the UK side, it's all about closing it out. Not allowing Mad Lions to build up any momentum or find any of these rounds back into things. You don't even want to let them get 10 rounds. So Endpoint are going to be playing this one to perfection. They don't want to make any mistakes. They want to have a statement going into that third map so they can be confident. I think at this point they have forgotten about that 16-0. It's out of their mind. I think it's out of everybody's at this point. It's a completely different story here on the second map. Molotov down into the van. Robin taking fights at long range behind the bench. There's a couple of players here for the CT side. This could get messy. It's the full stack and Endpoint walking right into it. It's working out for a couple of kills for the CT side, but Endpoint still winning out the battles. It's Surreal and Thomas getting the final 3 kills. And it's 14 on the board for Endpoint. Now 2 away from victory, Alex. Mad Lions, this is a do-or-die time buy.
Yeah, even when Endpoint run into that stack, it really had to be Acor probably delivering at least 2 kills there, really causing an issue to those short players, but he could only get that 1 kill before he was traded. Endpoint fast on that trade kill. And with the 14-7 lead, Endpoint looking good to close this one out. Acor moving into ladder room with his AWP. Astillion moving into the B apartments. That flash is perfect. It's landed right in the face of Surreal. He's not ready for the aggression, and Astillion will duck on out of there, giving his team the early edge, and that nade should be good. No, apparently not. Does barely any damage. Endpoint able to avoid it.
Acor dropping. Oh, he spots the barrel. Acor has an opportunity here, crucial. He's going to be jumping around. Acor looking for more. It's a good kill from Roy. Now 4 versus 3. Man advantage in play here for Mad Lions. Acor is going to be running, diving through the smoke. Gets back up towards the window with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. It's Acor with another kill. Robin, this time the victim with a sniper. Mighty Max and Crucial. Oh, well, the last remaining players, and Crucial's got himself another. Acor picked off an advantage in favor of the Danish side, and Astillion is going to follow up on it. On the in-game leader, Mighty Max, to show us what he can do. It's going to be a very difficult clutch scenario to even find anything, to find a little bit of space. And while Mighty Max is going to try and run up short, but Innocent completely ready, positions himself perfectly. And an 8th round picked up for Mad Lions. They will not be falling to map point just yet.
This was a nice start with Astillion being flashed in, and then it just kind of devolves into quite a scrappy round where it feels like everyone's just fighting one by one in that mid position. But Mad Lions are able to get the better of it. They're able to make the most of it. It's another tactical timeout taken by Mad Lions here. They are starting to find some success. They're starting to win a few rounds on this CT half, but they know they've got to do even more if they are to come back into this one. Endpoint still have money for the buy into this round. Crucial's got that AWP, which we've seen have so much impact. Even in the second half, he's continued to land shots. See if Endpoint go back for that mid control, because it definitely felt like there were options there. There was room for them to be able to win some of those fights. Mad Lions were trying to fight pretty heavily for mid, but I think if Endpoint won 1 or 2 of those duels to begin with, they'd have been able to take that mid control. So I think that will still be an option for Endpoint. And at the start of this round, we're going to see Crucial move in towards mid. That smoke coming in from the CTs, and Acor actually gets a kill with the Molotov to begin with.
Well, Roy standing in the ladder room. Robin just in below the spray away. A good headshot. That's 2 kills picked up from Mad Lions. Endpoint haven't been able to trade it back just yet. Haven't had the opportunity. And well, there it is. Finally, Acor peeking in towards the window. Going down to Thomas. He provides. Roy needs to be careful here. Where's Surreal? He's going to go down. He jumps on his head. What is going on? How does Surreal still get that kill? That is unbelievable. That shouldn't have happened. But Surreal thrives in the window area. He gets himself an important frag, and we're right back into it. A 2 versus 2. Estilian and Shush. It's all gone so wrong for Mad Lions.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Even when Mad Lions start to win those mid trades, I think they stick around a little too long there. They give away some further fights. And Surreal's in a pretty good spot here. He's not ready for Shush, though. Crucial. Also sneaking on by. Shush hasn't spotted them. Oh, I don't know if he checks behind him here. Oh my god, he's following them, but he doesn't know it. Now he makes noise. Endpoint hear that, and Crucial might just get a free kill in from the backside. Shush is going to be confused and dazed by that one, but Estilian has to be the man to make the difference here. 1v2. He must know it's the B site, but how's he going to win this?
That round is a nightmare for Mad Lions. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And now Estilian has to try and win a 1 versus 2. He's running back through short up to the B bomb site. He's thinking as soon as they get that kill, maybe they go back over towards A, but no. They commit to the B bomb site itself, and Estilian, he's got no kit. He has to try and pick one of those up, and there's one available in the window. He'll grab that, and he's gonna get out of here. He can't win the round now at this point. Endpoint, map point here on Mirage. Pretty incredible stuff, really, considering they did get 16-0'd on their map pick. Coming into Mirage, this has been a dominant showing from the British side.
Yeah, dominant for the Brits. In big part thanks to Crucial, though, the Dutch.
Yeah. I mean, they still got the same colors in the flag. It works out. I love that, though.
How that happens.
Yeah, I really... it's the part where Surreal gets the kill. He has to look up vertically. Oh, that's heartbreaking. But 15-bit nonetheless. Last round possibly coming up here of Mirage. You've got those Mad Lions picking up whatever they can. It's not a pretty scenario. Estilian is on an MP9. You've got an AK-47 for Roy, a FAMAS for Innocent, and Deagles for the rest.
I like this angle from Roy. It's a pretty risky one, but you might as well take some risks at this point. Considering you're 15-8 down, you need to do something to win this one with that 1 AK. Unfortunately, he got flashed off that angle, so not able to make the most of it. Got to say, this tournament so far has been pretty strange with teams winning each other's map picks, Dinko. I think every series we've casted so far, they've just won each other's picks and we've gone to a third. So we'll see if that continues. Maybe the player break having an impact on that. But right now, not looking good for Mad Lions here on their pick of Mirage.
And the weirdest part is it isn't even close. Endpoint posted 0 rounds on their map pick, and Mad Lions so far have posted 8 rounds on their map pick. Definitely strange, but that's what you get when these two teams, share a similar map pool. The players are talking about it before we got into this. In their interviews before the matchup, they talked about how they share such a similar map pool, and this can happen. Maybe not to the 16-0 extent, but it definitely can. And what Estilian, Molotov burning him away, confirms his position. Instead of dropping off, he's going to stay in the smoke. It'll be interesting to see if Endpoint just check it nonetheless, just to be careful. He's going to run by. Once they see he's still there, they're going to spray away. Spotted him. Thomas, I think he spotted actually him out of the smoke. Maybe starts to fade just at the wrong time. And now 4 versus 3. It's Endpoint with a man disadvantage, but they've got the bomb site. They've got the bomb down.
Not many nades for Mad Lions either. I don't think they have a kit to work with, so they're just going to go for the quick fights. But Robin gets a nice headshot onto Shush. Mighty Max with one of his own, and Akor's got 2 different angles to deal with. The AWP gets that first kill. Max goes for the fight. Oh, Akor in trouble. Mighty Max is able to close it out. 16-8 for Endpoint. They do bounce back. UKCS isn't dead just yet, Dinko. We're going to a third map.
Yeah, Twitch chat can stop their memes. I mean, we're going to the third map. That's a big bounce back from Endpoint. I mean, thinking about it, you've just been 16-0'd on your own map pick. That's such a hard mentality to get back into. Realize that you can compete going into the second. They get it done. It's impressive. And I'm looking forward to seeing if they can keep it up as we head into the third. It's got to be a big performance from Endpoint. It's time for a short break, but we'll be right back with the thoughts of the desk.
It's been a story of redemption on map number 2. Despite a rough showing on Vertigo, Endpoint turn up on Mirage and managed to seal it 16-8. We'll be heading into map number 3 train, but before we do that, we have got to break down the action. And it has been a complete and utter turnaround, hasn't it, Christine?
It's been such a huge turnaround and a really surprising one at that, because I think that 16-0 loss, it was a little bit easier to recover from, as Blake kind of alluded to, because man, Crucial, he was all over the place. The opening kills that he was allowing for his team with that AWP, it was spectacular to watch, and he really kind of helped Endpoint put a lot of rounds on the board there. And for Lion's side of things, a little bit more or less the same storyline, where their T side is falling a little bit flat. And I hate to keep bringing up Bubsky, but he had so much responsibility in that aspect, is finding that map control, finding those frags, especially towards that middle connector area. And the biggest question mark was, is Innocent just gonna kind of slot into that role and just take over those similar duties? But that's not what we saw here today. So the T side, they couldn't find the answers.
No, it's a difficult point to bring up, but a very valid one at that. Innocent, you know, he's, as we were saying earlier, got big shoes to fill going into Bubsky's role. And I think you're totally right, Christine, that T-side did look a little bit lackluster. But then moving on to CT, Mad Lions did seem to start to get the ball rolling, and I really respected the aggression that they were showing. But obviously, it was just too little too late.
Yeah, it was, right? But, I mean, they won the pistol round convincingly. It was a good sign from them, but that's always going to be a problem. Like, I think Christine just hits the nail right on the head when it comes to Bubsky's absence. He's the guy who allows his team to, like, have that space to work with on the T side. And if you look at the way Endpoint were kind of bullying, especially Crucial, he's just popping off, number one. Number two, it wasn't just him alone. They were just bullying Mad Lions, not giving them any space, no information to work with. And each round they won, the 3 rounds they picked up, was so hard fought.
Yeah, I love that we pick up on Crucial there, because it didn't even feel like he had the opportunity to pick up an AWP on Vertigo, but as soon as he managed to get it in Mirage, it looked like an entirely different story. But I also want to pick up on Thomas as well. This was a person that we were sort of picking up on earlier in the day, didn't really seem to do much on Vertigo. Christine, did Thomas's performance kind of impress you here?
Oh, he absolutely did. He was finding so many holes and flanks on the T side of things. I mean, multiple occasions he found the hole towards B, and really, there was some moments that I thought that Lions deserved to actually win the round, but it was players like Thomas finding those holes. There was one round in particular where there was a missed timing with Shush in that window area towards that market. So really kind of unlucky, but really kudos to Endpoint for being able to capitalize on those holes.
Yeah, 100%. And Blair, you've actually picked up a particular round that you want to delve into. Can you tell me what this is going to be?
It's pretty simple. It's about how information kind of dictates the flow of a particular round, right? This is the first round which Mad Lions won. I'm going to start playing this out for you guys, and there you have it. So early on, we see Robin pushing up towards Palace, right? He's going for the plate, for the deal with Roy, and it's going to be Roy winning that particular deal. Now, what happens here? It's now a 4v5, favoring Endpoint. And at this point, what a team would like to do on the CD side is push somewhere. And it's exactly what Thomas does over here. He pushes into its Palace, and it seems slowly walking up towards Palace, trying to find some information, gathering information, so they can kind of set up a defense either on the A or the B bomb side, or maybe even try to stack towards mid. As he walks further towards his Palace area, that's information getting gleaned. Right now, Roy's falling back. They're planning to hit this B bomb side over here, where only Mighty Max is all by his lonesome. The fact Thomas pushes up all the way towards T-spawn, finds it completely clear in this area, allows Surreal the opportunity, the freedom, the information to push towards the B bombs, and now we have 2 players ready and waiting for this B play. At the same time, because Surreal has relinquished his jungle position, now you have Shush pushing in. He's cleared out jungle. Now he's waiting to a CD spawn. And you can clearly see there's kind of like a battle of information, right? Gathering information. And now this B hit's coming in, but Shush gets the kill on the Crucial towards CD spawn. And now you have Acorn and Asilian with the information gleaned, heading towards an empty A bomb site because they know where both the 2 CDs are. They're not aware of Thomas's position, but they've gone for kind of a calculated gamble, so to speak. And now it's a 3v3. Shush and Acorn waiting towards jungle, Asilian falling back towards T-spawn. Bomb is planted for him as well. This is just a great post plan for the side of Mad Lions, and I think we'll see Acor getting a 2K to finish this one off. So it's kind of pretty simple round of Counter-Strike, but I love watching how, it's just this flow of information, how just the fact where one player is, you push in to gather information, and then you have this reactionary play coming in from your opponents, and that kind of shows how a beautiful round, a clean round of Counter-Strike can play out. We should see a few highlights coming out here, because this round was pretty much won pretty convincing by Mad Lions, the real having to save that AWP. But we should be seeing the highlights there, because so Shosh getting this kill, and of course Acor closing it out with the 2K at the end over there.
And I also really like that Thomas re-aggressed in that Palace after he got that pick, after he found those holes, as you were kind of mentioning there, Bless. So a lot of good mobility coming out from Endpoint side of things.
Yeah, I love that you pick up on the simplicity there, because sometimes the most simple rounds can really be the most beautiful in terms of those executes. But speaking of which, we've got to go to map number 3, which is going to be Train. Christine, I want to get your thoughts going into that map. Who do you think it favors?
Oh man, this is such a tough one for me, because Lions, it's just that depth. Innocent being so new, going all the way to a third map, going the distance here. I'm not sure if Mad Lions have incorporated Innocent enough to be able to handle what Endpoint are bringing. Crucial seems to be hitting on all cylinders, going to Train. This should be a playground for him with that AWP. So I have to depend on Acor just a little bit more here. He's got to be able to kind of pull his team out of the slumps here, get some rounds on the board, because it seems like when they've got that momentum going for themselves, just like on that Vertigo, then Lions should be in an okay position.
Well, it's going to be going to a third and final map. Endpoint have managed to redeem themselves and take it to Train. This is who decides who is going home and who is staying here at DreamHack Open Summer, and we're going to be jumping into it right after this.